In this video, we'll be looking at task boards. And task boards are great to use for any project management that you want to do for a client. You can create a board or a general overview of the different tasks that you need to complete during the duration of their project, and then apply them to each job as they come in. By clicking the task button in the main menu over here, it'll take you to your task page, and then you can click on the board section here. This will give you a list of all the boards that you have within your brand, and you can create general boards, which can be applied to any project that comes in, or you can create boards that are more job specific, and you can toggle which ones you're looking at up here in the top right hand corner. If I click this drop down, I can either look at all the boards that I have, just the ones that are applied to the job, or the general boards that I can apply to anyone that comes in. But let's take a look at the job board that I have here. Within each task board, you can create columns and cards to give your task board structure on when you need to get things finished. Each column can be used as a different category, phase, or timeline, and the cards underneath them can be the tasks that you need to get done with each phase of the overall project. As soon as you get a task complete, you can mark it off and then continue through until you get the project completely finished. Let's take a look at what you can do inside each task that you create under your columns. So when you go to edit a task, you can first type in the body of what you want it to say, and then you can choose the due date. Now, when you assign a due date to a task, this will automatically show up on your calendar so you can keep track of when you need to get things done on these task boards. If you don't have a due date on there, you will not see it on your calendar, but you can go into the board and see what task it is that you need to complete. The other thing you can do is change which board this task is on. So if you have a task here that you want to be on a completely different board, you can choose from the list of boards that you have. The other thing you can do is switch columns as well. So if you have a task that's in a particular column or phase and you want to move that to a different one, you can choose from the list of the different columns you have and then move that task over. The assignee area is going to be who you want to assign this task to. Now, if you're the only user on the account, then it will be you. But if you do have multi-users and you want to assign a task to someone who's on your brand, you can choose any multi-users that you have on your account as well. Underneath here, we have the files menu. So if you have files that need to be associated with a certain task, you can add in those documents here, and as you can see, it also provides a timestamp and who put that document there. So if someone is assigned to this job, they can access the files that are underneath this particular task, as well as comments. And as you can see, there's a timestamp here too, and also who was the person who wrote this comment in. So just write in your comment and click add comment, and then that will be associated with that task. And whenever you're done setting the parameters for this task, you can click save, and then that will get added in. Whenever you want to apply a task board to a particular project, you can go within the project and then click the task tab across the top, and this will take you to your task page in that project. By clicking the job boards button, this will take you to all the boards that are applied to this particular project. You can either add a board, and this will be just for this job, or you can click the drop down and access all of your general boards that you have, and you can apply that here. Now, once you've applied your task board, you do have a chance to adjust the privacy settings, which means that you can have this display in the client portal if you wanted to as well, and share this with your client. By clicking the down arrow, you can either remove this board from the job, or you can go into the privacy settings and decide whether you and the assigned users who are part of this project can see it, or if you also want it to be visible in the client portal as well. So you have your options there, whether you and the assigned users can see it, or if it's visible in the client portal for your client to be able to see as well. Now, let's take a look at the client portal aspect of it for whenever a client logs in and you want them to be able to see a task board. If you have your task board shared in the privacy settings, your client can come into the project section here, and they'll need to go to the project that that board is assigned to. But once they're there, if you scroll down, you'll see the board right here. And when I click on that, It'll open up a new window with the board, and the client can go in and they can mark off tasks as they get them done. If they need to add in more tasks, they can click the plus button, or if they want to make in new columns as well, the client does have the freedom to make those changes as well.